Not that you're saying anything awful. Okay, we should be live, and hopefully there should be sound. Someone wants to check that.
We have many people watching, so they'll let us know almost immediately.
Oh. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Here. There's got to be a joystick page somewhere. Joystick, hooray. So, are we live now?
We are live. We are all the way live.
Sweet!
Waiting
Jess,
to see.
where are the dogs? Alexander brought us dogs.
I have 2 dogs. They're totally on my lap.
There's some dogs.
Is there picture-in-picture?
Yeah, we have picture-in-picture.
Okay, good. Then there are dogs on my lap.
Alexander Swinton taking more dogs.
I have 2 dogs.
Everybody, if our sound is a little bit muffled, that is because, as tends to happen when we stream with an Xbox 360, we have to cheat a little in order to make the sound work. Jess, the setup you have is your laptop is literally sitting directly next to the Kinect to pick up audio, isn't that right?
This is correct.
Oh, that's a dog's penis.
Thank you. No, was it? No. No, it wasn't. It's a dog.
We're seeing that one's penis too, but it's less exciting this time.
One of them's a girl.
Oh, okay, well,
Max, are you just seeing phantom dog genitals? Is that what's happening?
just dog junk everywhere.
This is a family show, sir.
The Phantom
It's a
Wing.
blizzard of dog junk everywhere.
RX Slim, to answer your question, we are going to be playing the Xbox One version. Jess's spaceship, which looks eerily like the spaceship from, God, Ikaruga. That's what I'm thinking of.
It does.
Right? It looks a lot like Ikaruga. Yeah, it's the Ikaruga plane, but all customized and whatnot. Jess, what are we going to be seeing? What level are you?
I am level 7, so I'm not too crazy high. But I'm gonna be on the moon, and then I think I'm ready to go to Venus. So I have like 1 more mission on the moon, and then I can do whatever. So depending on how many times I die.
Jess, how many you have Xbox One friends? Have you been playing Destiny primarily with people?
No, I've been totally on my own. Well, one of my friends, we were talking about Destiny, and I was like, yeah, we're going to play together, it's going to be awesome. And then, like, 5 minutes later, she was like, oh my gosh, you were talking about Destiny. I was definitely talking about the Division. I don't know if I want to play Destiny. And I was like, that's fair. I know, I understand.
What has she seen of the Division that makes it interesting that no one else has apparently seen?
Dude, I don't know.
I don't... Division is, like... is the Division? I know it's Ubisoft.
I don't know. I keep confusing it with the Crew.
I know.
I've always thought they were the same thing.
The Crew is where hipster Sam Fisher steals cars and then you drive them across the United States. That I know for sure.
It's weird.
It's weird, and Jess and I have played it, and car hugs are a thing that you can do in the Crew. A car hug is basically just when you find your friend and then crash into them.
This?
Oh, car hug, okay.
That's a car hug.
Like, hey, and then you
The northwest wall is weak.
armor on, and then I'm gonna get some missions. I do stuff too. I should do that. Hang on.
At the gears.
Got the gears. I'm getting the gears. I'm gonna do some of this stuff. Grades. And now let's go to the moon. What do we think?
You're level 8. You're not level
Oh,
7.
I was 7 like 2 seconds ago. Really? That's crazy. All right.
Ooh, sparking cyanide, so I love being a Void Walker, but between Hunter and Titan, which is better? If you're a Titan, you get to punch people in the face constantly.
Right.
Non-stop.
Hunters, on the other hand, can stab people in the face. Like gangsters.
So it totally depends on what you're into. Like, do you like stabbing people in the face all the time, or punching people in the face? It's up to you how you want to destroy faces.
How do you play? Stab? Punch?
I'm a puncher.
Shoot? Yeah.
I'm a puncher. When I first tried Destiny in the beta, I played as a hunter, and I really enjoyed that. But after seeing Alexander punching people in the face on Monday, I had to do it. I had to go around punching people. It was too delicious.
So, can I get some strategy help? I know I have an upgrade, by the way, RX Slim. I do see that, but my gun is awesome right now. So I should. So where should I go though on the moon? Because there are a few. There were two places. Let me throw some upgrade damage, red dot. Set destination, gonna go to the moon, and then there are two choices. We have...
Dude, get them all, don't choose.
Well, no, I got one.
No, I mean, you don't have to choose. You can pick them all if you have the right amount of glimmer and all of that.
I didn't.
Things you unlock, not like... It's not a tree that makes you choose things. Just new upgrades that you've unlocked.
Yeah, but right now I wanted that one. I had to choose between a few.
But you don't have to choose, is what I'm saying. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, you should punch people in the face.
I'm gonna...
Or stab people, whichever one of those you are.
I'm a stabber, and I'm going to this place in the moon.
Not a warlock.
From an old warlock. Osiris.
I thought everyone was a warlock. Yeah, everyone's a warlock. I was a warlock in the beta.
Rising from the schism to swallow.
That's why I wanted to do Hunter this. Please, if there's an option that has any sort of magic attached to it, that's all I'm gonna do.
Hey now, it's super science
of Oryx.
It is magic, yeah.
More so Bungie is very, very ensuring that we all realize. No magic in this. That was high five.
Then why is it called a warlock?
Because Bungie's not very good at designing an MMO.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
We should try to destroy it before it's too late.
Took a bunch of different ideas and then couldn't really get them to work together properly. So I don't want to sound so negative. I don't want to sound so cynical. But
really,
it's not turning my crank. Is what I'm saying.
I'm shooting aliens. Yeah. What we wanted to see is this. A good way to say that. I just feel.
Hey, Anthony.
Yes, sir.
You're past the moon yet?
I am not.
Okay, because I'm not.
I have just got to the moon.
Oh, okay.
And next, I gotta tell you, I'm only level 5, and
I'm not that compelling.
Yeah, I started playing Destiny, and then I started playing Hyrule Warriors. And
oh, that's your problem. See, because of the NDA, we can't talk about this. But if we were to talk about it,
picking up fallen activity,
very addictive,
heavier than normal.
Yeah, if I was going to about a game that rhymes with the name Gravule Warriors, I would say that
those are words.
I like it and it's delicious. Actually, you know, like, how would I just?
They're invading the Hellmouth.
I find it.
I think that works. Point being, stay tuned for our review. Back to Destiny. How long have you?
Maybe. Haven't. I don't like it. I got sick of this past. But oh man, I should have grinded a little more. I've done a few levels actually in Destiny. 1 or 2 levels above. It's possible. But it's hard. It's like playing on hard.
Actually, something. Is a solo player.
Right. We're antisocial and have emotional. Remember, I feel that that gives us theory should be soloable. However, like developers focus more on the multiplayer.
I've heard that it's great to play with people. Oh, okay. If it had local co-op. Okay, nice. I want local co-op. That's really it. I know that Alexander got a second part, and got one, got a second. That's something.
At least one PS.
I know I should, and that's on the list.
Yeah.
I am.
How you want?
Would you do that?
Okay, you. I haven't read my Toro.
Hey,
Confirmation.
next. What would you say is reason the PlayStation 4 is in your place? It's the game that is essential on that machine.
Man, you know, I wish I had a more original answer, but realistically, based on the amount of time I've I mean, I have literally hundreds of hours. Game, yeah. I still end up console game. Great, it's better than the PC and Mac version.
As we're about to show period here. What is the one essential game? It's Connect Sports, isn't it?
Of course it's Connect Sports. Essential game for Xbox One. Like, there's no.
Oh yeah,
Nightfall's fun. Yeah, so that's the one that gets played most. But I'm not.
God, when I play Titanfall, I do not have an Xbox. Let's see, and when I play Titanfall,
No.
there's so.
They are nice. It's a nice community. It's cool. Like I've never run into anyone.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Anthony Jonick, fellow Joystiq community manager. We are closing out our all week. Hey, with a little look at game. Our own Jess Condit is streaming today. That's her that you see in the lower right-hand corner. How you doing, Jess?
All right, I'm losing to a wizard.
Is that wizard? And also hanging out with me is Ernest Next Cavalli. How you doing, Next?
Pretty good, pretty good. Today's there we go.
Yodel has just pointed out that I am dropping in and out of the audio. Everybody watching, we have an awkward setup today for our audio. We apologize for any little hiccups you hear. That is just the result of what you need to do to get a little good party chat going when you're using an Xbox One or
If I
PlayStation.
translated these fallen toms
You go ahead
correctly,
and Elgato
one of their
capture
barons
device
is
or
here.
something similar.
They don't crawl out of their
Jess
sticks
has
too often.
literally set
Sounds
up
like
her
an opportunity.
laptop next to the Kinect to pick up the audio from this phone. So what you are seeing right now is Jess on the moon trying to kill wizards on their home turf.
I killed
How's it
a
going
wizard.
in there?
I killed one. I killed one wizard. Now I'm...
Jess, what were you story mission, what's going on?
This is, I believe, a story mission, or it's just a strike mission. But I'm trying to get to Venus. That's my goal. And I think I have to play through all the moon stuff before I can get to Venus. I'm just hitting them all.
That's a good question. How does that work? I'm not really clear on how talking to.
No.
What?
I don't think it's level, because you can definitely, like, enter other missions that are not your level.
I'm level 9 and still fuck up. It's story-based.
I'm trying to just hit all these missions.
And different planets. Like 5 and then an additional one that doesn't have stuff on it or something.
There's something like, yeah, only 5.
Hey.
And then, well, it's weird. Oh man, I died. It's weird when the game has you backtrack, and you go, and you're like going through the same areas over and over again, and it feels like you're just repeating missions. They're actually separate missions.
Yeah, they just happen to have exactly the same, like, go here, do this, kill these waves of enemies while protecting Dinklebot 3000, and go on and on.
Yeah, let me turn my sound down. Not that I can pause or anything.
Guys, does Peter Dinklage know what kind of effect he's had on the community playing this game?
I hope so.
And does he know that everybody is like, yeah, whipping out the game?
I don't think he knows about that, because I think that's a thing we just made up as of, like, yesterday.
We can't be the only ones saying.
Oh, sure we are. It's not like Kotaku's coming up with stuff like that. They're too busy writing about cake. Oh, angry.
For the worst. I'm gonna turn the volume down on my TV while I die. I will die while doing this. And maybe that'll help.
We're the only one making penis references as regards Dinklage.
Wait, whoa! Whipping out your Dinklage is a penis reference?
Max, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It can go either way. You know,
nothing to do with anything untoward.
I didn't think so. I thought it's a funny word. It's Dinklage.
Oh, totally a penis reference. Yeah.
And fine.
Got him. That's one
X.
less Baron to worry
You
about.
got Xbox One in your
Let's
house?
find the shrine.
Yeah, I got everything. Right before I came on or right after I was hired was when everything launched, and I happened to have a ton of money at the time, so I got everything.
These tunnels go on for miles.
Except it means that when you have all the consoles, you're always qualified. I'm going to give you all the things.
I don't
I'm currently
even
writing
want to know what they're keeping down there.
Sorry, that's your own fault. I see. That's what you're saying.
It's that and the fact that nobody else plays Musou or fighting games. So
Yeah.
That's
when
fair.
they come out,
I don't understand why people are so afraid of reviewing fighting games either. They're so much fun.
right?
I like
It's not
fighting
the
games.
audience ever yells at you.
I do like fighting games. I'm just not equipped.
Even if like you are like the perfect person. They're not MOBAs by any means, my god. But
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
they're complicated.
It's like, it's funny, we're talking about reviewing games, and reviewing something like Destiny is insane. Like, how would you go about assessing what this game is to cover? Because, how do you slap it? Because it's not done. It's not.
That's what I keep saying.
Will it ever be
Everybody
done?
else thinks it is.
Oh, it's not.
Jess, why do you think
Full game shift, but I mean. Is so already to me that I mean I focus a lot on story in games, so to me that just says that it's shift a game adding more. I mean, does that mean that the game is actually I don't think so.
I agree, and I think that again, I don't want to compare it to an MMO, but increasingly it feels like immediately post-launch MMO, where it's got the framework for all of these ideas. But at the moment, it feels very anemic and repetitive, and we weren't really know all the time. I don't know how we're doing this review. I guess we'll have to ask Zav when it comes out in a day or two or however long. Oh, is it Richard?
Yeah, Richard's doing that. And he's very good at focusing other than what is it? Oh,
Right.
He's a great person to do the review.
and doing away with the idea of developer intent and value said they wanted. Oh, which makes Destiny such a hard thing to sort of approach, because so much of its experience is dependent on how you interact. And something we've talked about a lot today, if anybody here joined us for the roundtable earlier, is the fact that the social experience of Destiny is bizarre. Like, it's not like an MMO that is in its launch period, because when you play an MMO in its launch period, you can actually talk to people, and all of these other different things. Destiny is very spare in that.
I keep hitting on this, but really, is the ability to broadcast them at quote unquote zone wide. Those two features. Not in Destiny.
Why did I do this? Hang on. Oh man, sorry. Oh no, I just died. I honestly don't know. Probably called something like.
I don't know what it's called. But
it's a sparkle flame grenade.
It basically just gives people a migraine. That's all that matters.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you
just as crazy as we are.
Yes, but if they survive it.
Oh. Hey, I'm soloing this stuff, and I'm alright. So, everyone was talking about comparing this to RPG, or, what is it like that? Talking about? Maybe it's just because I've been watching a lot of League of Legends. Comparing it to a MOBA.
Really?
The same class systems. It's not, mechanically very. Right. Just the idea of playing with people and having a. I'm just thinking. Oh, he's kind of like this guy. That's interesting. I mean, I know it's a very odd comparison to make. Designers would intend for a shooter, a first-person shooter. I thought it was interesting.
Yes, you know what else strikes me as distinctly MOBA-like about Destiny? Is that very, very focused on mechanic upgrades that are very granular. Like, they're not, like, when you get new gear, it's not super dramatic. I get really into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh
Little
man,
aesthetic tweaks.
how might
Love that, yeah.
Compare that to MOBAs. I mean, I get that. Pablo stuff. Of course, for an offshoot of Blizzard. Pablo/Warcraft tropes. But,
Fair, yeah.
I absolutely think there's aesthetic tweaks to kind of make you feel, it's not so much that you've accomplished something great, just that you've accomplished something, you know? And there's constant dopamine rewards that way.
I think we all like playing dress up. That aspect. Man, I look really cool
Space
now.
Barbie.
That's it. Yeah, Space Barbie. Please. Oh man, I hate when my knife goes. It's so good.
This is something we talked about a couple of days ago here on the stream. The beginners classes. How if there's aesthetic similarities, no gameplay similarities, but aesthetic similarities with Mass Effect. And this place looks so much like that last level in Mass Effect 2 that it's crazy.
Oh, it totally does.
Right?
I didn't even think of that. But
It's
yeah, you're
like
absolutely right.
like the mix of orange and gray caves and dudes with
I think it's also very similar to that, where, like, have, it's the last part where you have that fist fight with that dude on the walkway, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's all metal and darkness and, like, orange.
in every
Right. But what is with Bungie and this, like, dark blue and orange highlights? I get that it's very popular because of the contrast and all that, but, a lot of other developers.
Gotta think.
When it works, yeah, man.
The developer has a very, very distinct palette, though. Like, you can never mistake a grasshopper game. It's a thing, but, like,
Oh man, I'm flustered.
I've been found in either of us that right out, get into one of these areas. They just disappear. Just vanish.
They were there to have fun, not to actually. I haven't even jumped into a fire team with anyone. I've hardly even seen anyone. Even at the tower, there's, a few people out, but they're not looking to join missions. They're already doing their own thing.
Nelson.
Yeah, it's just me and Major Nelson hanging out, talking.
Totally everybody I know is playing on the PlayStation 4. Okay. That's one reason that
Oh no, it's not that at all. I think it's just the whole server issue we were talking about, where they go into. It's nothing. I wouldn't say it's because of the lack of money. I don't know. Maybe I'll convince my friend to get this done while we're waiting. Hang on a second.
Screen. That's
I'm lagging. Hang on, it says lagging. Can you guys see everything?
I've got like a screen of like an astronaut hanging out in his living room with a cat clock behind him. It's adorable.
Oh, did you go to an ad maybe?
Oh, I'm looking at your screen. This is what you're sending.
That's what we just saw.
Yeah.
I assume that's what the Xbox shows when a stream is interrupted.
Okay, can I stop the broadcast and start it again? Not interrupt anything.
Seem to be streaming just fine, so just keep going.
I am? I'm still there? Alright.
Yeah, you're there now, Jess.
Alright. Sorry, it was telling me that I wasn't. It was saying that I was lagging and everything was broken and, you know, Galaxy just put it.
Yeah, no, you're fine now. There's the Yonic Tunnel there, Golden Steps. Real pretty.
Awesome. Alright. I just won. I just beat stuff, so that's cool.
Oh,
I won the game. That was it.
Your moment of triumph complete.
It was great.
There's the shrine.
Very Geiger-esque tunnel.
I was just thinking.
Only two people who would be thinking that.
I don't know. This like seriously like looks like that thing they walk through, and then there's the space jockey, and then there's like face huggers.
Gotcha. Can I play with friends?
Yeah,
Play with
see,
randoms.
you can get players. Okay.
I assume that Xbox One players are delightful, kind, caring people.
Noddle has just pointed out Shank's Nick is in full force today.
Jinx stick.
I have never had a technical problem pre Xbox One stream.
Oh, of course not. That is great.
It's never happened.
I don't think Microsoft has ever had.
Stop saying that word.
Holy shit!
Was it listening to you?
Apparently.
Ooh, I turned that function off. We're turning on everyone's consoles right now. Like a Microsoft.
Mr. Aaron Paul. So, my big question though is once you go to. I'm tired of seeing this thing. Acolytes and dregs and
yeah.
those thrall jerks. Like, there is some variety in enemies in this game, right?
You have to ask Richard.
They have to.
Ooh, there's this big guy. I can never read the name.
Because of the lesser amount.
I really don't think so. I'm sitting.
Can you Xbox stop listening and have it do anything?
That's not listening. Hey, stop listening. Yes, that's like that. You should just put.
I would constantly be demanding my Xbox hostile things.
Oh, this guy's mad.
Xbox, cure the emptiness inside. Being deadly premonition. Like, whoa.
That would be amazing.
Good job, Xbox.
If it intuited.
Actually, Xbox exclusive that would actually convince me to get an Xbox is that sweary game.
Oh yeah.
D4. That's the name. Thank you.
Yeah.
But no, it started as a Kinect game, and then they
Right. That's how it went.
You know what I actually play a lot of on this thing now is Fibbage. That's not on PS4. I love that there's not. I like it. I know, and it makes sense to have all. You just use your log into the room. You just log into. It's just a website.
Know what we're talking about. Fibbage is a game from the creators of You Don't Know. game you might know of as bullshit.
Or balderdash.
Where people think things that may or may not be true, and you either remain silent or you call them out on it. Right, Jess?
That's about right. Yeah, it's balderdash.
Dude, Jellyvision might be my top out there.
Yeah. And it is Cookie Masterson. Did who hosted?
I like his voice.
That was
suited for that.
One of the most flattering things ever said to me here on Joystiq streams was when we were doing Child of Light, and we had the writer on, whose name I can no longer remember. It's Jeff Yohalem?
Something like Yohalem.
Jeff Yohalem.
Yeah.
And Jeff Yohalem Masterson, and it was the greatest thing.
What a wonderful comment. No.
Except
And your wife compared to...
Let me out under the shrine. I'll look for a weakness.
Maybe. That's the one person.
I don't even want to know whatever just happened.
It's really funny. My wife is like everybody, many of the Joystiq members are playing Destiny with their spouses and have gone through like incredible lengths
Let's
to
just
make
hope we don't
that
get
happen.
sucked into some trance.
Alexander,
like the play.
Alexander and playing a new cookie in another place.
Very good.
Oh,
Wow.
The only two games I've ever gotten through were You Don't Come Back, which she loves, and Dead or Alive. And the game was bizarre.
Awesome.
It's the any game she's ever played, ever. And it got to the point she was like really getting good at the counter system. And one day she beat me to
Really?
and I still make one.
Pokemon Kingdom, which by the way is the greatest couch co-op game to play. When I live.
Next time we're online at the same time,
Destroy it.
Fire team.
Oh yeah, that we could do.
That'll happen.
I like that idea.
When we finally stop playing Hyrule Warriors.
Oh god, it's so ridiculous. Oh man.
No, you can't say that. You can't. That's qualitative.
Right. Ah, damn.
Oh, it did, and then I had to shoot that thing.
We severed their connection.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
I did.
shrine. It was.
I assume if something's glowing, you gotta shoot it.
No.
There you go. Yeah, that's okay. I want to point out, I didn't get to
Whatever it
mention
is,
this in our earlier
it's still out there.
stream, but and maybe this is just because I'm lazy or like I'm getting old and don't want to put that much effort into games anymore. But I really like that Destiny has that kind of always on mission tracking. You know, you like on the PlayStation 4, you press that center touch screen thing, and it automatically tells you where you have to go. And it doesn't, as the crow flies. Like if you're going through like a winding area, it will direct you through the winding area and not just straight to the end, which is really helpful.
very good. Yeah, I love that. And like,
So much time.
it's funny. Sometimes when I'm playing a game, like I don't want it to feel too linear. Like, I like how Diablo 3 is essentially linear.
Yeah.
And, you know, but, like, at the same time, you feel like you're exploring this sort of, like, deep place.
Sure.
And, I love that you are directed and you never have to worry about getting lost in Destiny. Because I got lost in freaking Halo constantly.
In Halo?
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
I never got lost in Halo. What does that mean?
Jess, when was the last time you played Halo 1?
Oh,
Yeah,
Halo 1.
first one.
It has been a
Where
while.
they tried to design maps that were like, they were larger?
They were maps that were made for an RTS.
Yeah.
Freaking Halo was still an RTS. They were
It's
like,
true.
we don't
They
need to
were
change the
literally
level design.
There was tons of stuff to explore. So yeah, I got lost on those too. And but I like though in Destiny, you know, it does have that sort of linearness as an option. You know, if you always follow the quest marker. But if you want to go get lost, you can totally get lost. And there's tons of stuff on the map that you wouldn't ever see by just running the normal missions.
Eric Slim, how do you get lost in Halo? Everything looks the same.
Yep.
Look at this
All
awesome
the
loading
corridors use the same textures.
screen. Yeah, it is taking me a bit of time to get back to the tower from this mission. I don't know why it takes so long. Not that it's... I don't know why it takes so long, and that's because I'm not a game developer or designer. But it
Right.
seems to take a bit of extra time.
Papa Gadoosh and Evolutionary Mishap are backing us up that Halo 1 is very easy to get lost in. 2 years ago, when the Halo Anniversary Edition, or 3 years ago now, when Halo Anniversary Edition came out for 360, I was like, you know what? Maybe it wasn't as bad as I remembered. And then I started playing it, got to the library, and it was all and over again. Oh my god. That game.
Most people I've ever seen on the tower, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, this is maybe they're just all in one.
It's like there's like, what, 5 people there?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
very few people.
That's about
Wow.
it.
There are many, many more on the place.
Oh, okay. Well, that is interesting. I didn't realize. I thought it was all like this.
And no, it's usually, I mean, usually when I get to the tower, there's like 20, 25 people roaming around.
Yes, do you ever see dudes like in missions?
Every now and then they'll pop up, but definitely not like in the darkness areas where you can't respawn. I've never
Yeah,
really.
I don't believe they're. I don't
I
believe
don't know
they go
if you
into
can.
the-
Yeah.
I think those are like semi-instants.
But no, otherwise, I really don't run into people.
Now, RX Slim in the chat is saying, I have an Xbox One and that is crowded for the
See?
tower.
Yeah, exactly. See, you got me, Slim.
Yeah, I always have lots more people in the tower, and I always have like 4 or 5 people roaming around while I'm doing missions.
Almost
Actually,
didn't see
very rare. Sorry, puppies are running.
That's cool.
Apology.
Dogs!
I'm being
Dogs.
slept on by 2 cats. So.
That's cute.
Pets, so awesome.
Why don't you?
Pets.
What's wrong with?
Oh, well, my wife is horrifically allergic
Me
to
too.
cats.
Me too.
And
My cat's hypoallergenic. He causes no allergies.
What?
Oh man, that's my dream to make that happen. And then the truth comes out. Then the truth comes out because then it's like she's like, not only am I allergic, but I don't like them.
Well, that's
Oh.
the thing. That's a
Oh.
different issue.
Oh,
They have to murder her.
God.
Maybe. I mean, oh man, I could pick a gun.
There's lots of fish in the sea, and some of those fish like.
Well, it'd be awesome because eventually, when I have a kid, I'll have a partner to team up with and claim that we need pets.
Yeah.
That sounds both clever and emotionally manipulative.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, the emotional manipulation up in here.
Nice, excellent.
Upgrade this? Oh my goodness. Well, that's what you meant. I could have gotten all of them. I see.
Streely Dan has a question, and Streely Dan's name is awesome. I'm on Xbox One too. Does anyone know how the servers work? Are you always on the same server, or does it randomly select one for you when you launch? And that is no one knows, unfortunately. That is a question that people are wondering. Because
it like tells you what server you're on, and the error codes. Have either of you seen any error codes? The thing about them is that they're not like numbered and they don't have like traditional names. They're named after animals. So you can get error code capybara.
That's so weird.
And that's all it'll tell you.
You get error code capybara, and then you start playing below suddenly.
Right, yeah.
Or Super Time Force.
So, yeah, I don't think anybody knows how the servers work because Bungie is like intentionally hiding all server information from us in the interest of creating, I don't know, a more seamless work of fiction. It doesn't work when you have crazy long load times, but whatever.
I really I truly do need a good story to be invested in. Unless it's something, like Towerfall that you're just kind of playing.
Nothing is more important.
But yeah, this...
We believe the Hive are engaged in a ritual that is draining the traveler.
It's not pulling me back in. Like, I don't really care what's in the next area, the next mission. I'm not going to know why.
Yes, I'm right there with you, and it's not even like a game can survive without explicit, textual, dialogue-based fiction. If the game itself is populated with enough like visual history, lies, and archetypal, like there's all just like there's no specificity, all the darkness, untraveled.
Alex season.
Awful the story is in Destiny. I'm wondering if that's not indicative of their hopes game on the Crucible. Yeah, if they wanted it.
Trying so hard. I should have, and down there somewhere. My dinklage. Oh, it's dirty. Wasn't dirty. It was never dirty. You did this.
Oh, it was.
Nope.
We'll get that.
Oh man, one day. All my complaints ready for filing. There's so many complaints against me.
Yes, is there going to be a joystick? Good one in November. Is that a thing that's going to happen?
Oh man, I love that show.
Is this also?
Oh my god!
Very good.
It is.
I don't have that on any of my screens.
Probably not.
Well, it's HBO. They play games.
Oh, it'll eventually come to Amazon.
Has a question for me. On the podcast, you're always talking about games. How often do you find yourself going back and playing them just because? Constantly. My favorite thing in the back in there. Watching a movie or rereading a book, you get to appreciate subtleties and nuances that you might not necessarily have picked up. And that's been a really big... You know, those first few hours of the game, for example, in the beta, And going back and playing that stuff again, very, very strange. Because I found I'm not enjoying it as much as I did. I think it's because it feels like it's far more difficult. So that Skype launcher.
Oh, for the game.
Jess, we put you in a headset?
Yes. Where do I plug that in? Into the... I've never used a headset on this at all.
If you put it into your laptop.
No, because
it won't come out the
it's
speakers.
through the Connect. Yeah. I thought through a few scenarios. Sorry, guys.
It's the thing. We're building experience. We're usually going to have enough experience to level up in our Xbox One streaming.
In theory.
Just stop streaming on my
Aww. There's gonna be good stuff. Sunset Overdrive. Hello, I'm really excited.
Yeah, but look.
Oh, I haven't touched it. I haven't put my
man.
hands on it, but I've watched Nathan tell
You will get it very, very much. It's got a very weird feel. Like the actual feel of moving the character around is very, very odd.
Really?
Yeah, just because like slower and faster than you think.
It does sound bizarre. You're correct.
Yeah. And you expect what you expect to kind of feel like Link in it. At the same time, played with all of these down in like 2 hits and all steps, there's a dodge maneuver. Dodge in Dark Souls. And so you find yourself very, very swiftly sort of bounding around. And it's very, very weird pace. Great atmosphere. And like, and not just Cappy is just great at like making someplace feel bizarre and unique. Like Super Time Force has it, Sword and Sorcery has it, even Critter Crunch has this great sort of consistent feel to it. Walker Bay, Xbox One or PlayStation 4, you know, Walker Bay, what it really comes down to is where are you? Because while the three of us, Jess, Nex, and myself are all playing Destiny solo, the consensus of the joystick. So, if your friends are PSN, play there.
The knife love in the chat, by the way, that was really fast. I play on Xbox One because that's the console I have. I do have friends with Xbox. No, I'm kind of taking a weird take on co-op with this one. My boyfriend like played part of my character's level. Fun is playing together. But, you know, argument about who gets to pay. Now we're gonna do it. We'll just watch that.
Why don't you buy another Xbox One and another television? And...
Oh yeah, I'll just do that.
Game journalism. And all those kickbacks. course, I slept my way into this industry.
No, you did, and I mean, that's what you're known
Here
for.
it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the hives.
I'm trying to think here. The first console I fully bought with my own money was a Dreamcast, I think. Because a PlayStation with your own money?
Yeah, but I had to save up for like a year and a half.
What did I always glitched off my brother.
Oh, there you go.
So that was awesome. But the 360 I did not.
Dog pledge. Dogs try to get up in there.
They do all the time. They're always up my grill. Come on, let us play Xbox.
Ask. Sons. I think it's an even in any I've ever played.
I've been playing
Really?
Yeah. I carry a sniper rifle and a hand cannon.
So being a hunter is where this stuff is all about.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so you've got your sniper rifle, which does damage at huge range. Or 3 shots, I think. Damaging attacks that work at short range. So, first shot is somebody rushes at you, and you have to kill them immediately. You can throw a knife at them, or use your gun.
Hot tie gun?
Yeah, your pop tie gun.
Oh, I hit a wall. Oh my god. Sorry. Ah!
I guess Titans could also be great. High, so you could.
You could throw a shield up and like hang out, right?
Yeah, they got a shield.
Oh, Titans die, my friend. But when you try to play missions on hard, like,
I believe that. I do.
Yeah, I'd recommend Hunter. That'd be a sniper. Any class can use any weapon. So go with whatever was your skirt up, I guess.
I do like sniping, but I have the what is it, the fusion? This gun. Like one shot kill basically.
One that has to like charge up.
Yes, and that's where.
Too. Needler,
God,
yeah.
I wish there was a...
Yeah. And that would break the game.
One of the they don't really have needlers, but some of the enemies have those orbs that will almost.
Oh, that's the other reason I prefer the Hunter for sniping, because the other 2 classes have this lame glide, while the Hunter has a proper double jump. Where? Great.
There's so many columns in this place. Roman Empire.
So where's Venus, Jen?
I don't know. This is the moon.
Venus real soon? That sounds cool.
I thought I was gonna go to Venus, but the moon was full of aliens. This man. Like the
Evolutionary mishap. I did not realize. Just hit the jump button again while gliding and you'll drop. I did not realize. App, you just do a hard drop. take a little. Alan Wake was in narration, wasn't there?
So it's like Blade Runner then.
Yes.
Yes. I never played Alan Wake. Wasn't it like a story about a guy who goes into a Home Depot and fights demons or something?
Funny, kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a writer who goes to make, and then there's like flashlight monsters.
Oh, okay.
And there's
Flashlight
ghosts and
monsters.
stuff. Normal
Understand.
stuff. The normal cabin thing.
So, based on that Johnny Depp movie that had the exact same plot?
It really, yeah.
No, literally. You have to spend a lot of time killing things with
Here it is.
a lot of time killing things with
Just like all the hive's chambers.
Really, Dan, I think there is fall damage.
Yeah, there is.
Like for sure.
Yep.
Because I've definitely gotten hurt on my sparrow.
Oh, you can run your sparrow into things. There's impact damage.
Yeah, and if you fall from far enough, it'll.
That'd be like really far, right?
It's pretty far, yeah. It's a.
Far.
Yeah. Trying to kill my witches. Well, I'm gonna have to do this again. I'm sorry, I don't think we're gonna. Moon's great.
Just content.
Yeah, I'm never gonna see.
Party. Look yourself, dude. You got friends.
Yeah, except I would probably rather play Diablo 3.
Well, that's a personal problem.
And now Persona 4 Arena Ultimate Acting.
And I like characters is not always a good thing.
Always bad.
Tuned for my review, which will be coming up on joystiq.com in the following week.
Oh, you know what? I have been negligent in mentioning something to everybody in the chat today. Hey, a ton of copies. Yes. Fun and absolutely. All you really have to do is a link in the chat.
Bitch. Witches are mean.
What are those widgets?
Never going to the moon. This is awful.
You have a rocket launcher?
Oh, I do have a machine gun. I don't have a rocket
Why
launcher.
go with machine guns? I don't understand. Why would you not want a rocket launcher?
Rocket launchers scare me because they don't have enough ammo.
Blue, but they explode and the explosions are...
I do wish I had one.
Awesome. Or you could... Well, I guess you know... Fuck that game. Well then...
Hi, witches. Because I will stand here and take that. Great question.
Wizards.
Yes,
Wizards.
Darkness.
Your Dinklage being a affable actor.
Peter Dinklage saying stuff, hanging out in your pocket. Peter Dinklage is not as interesting an artist as
Oh, no, yeah. I apologize. We don't mean to sound invasive, it's just that the story is so bad that no one really pays any attention. Don't actually know what the game is about.
I'd answer you if we could.
About Spaceball.
Yeah, there's a space ball. Very nice looking. Pretty well.
Spaceball. That the ball wants you.
That's the Destiny.
Oh! Jazz, will you point it out, like... Speaker of the ball. Like, why?
The ball?
The speaker of the
Yeah,
ball.
the speaker of the ball. Why?
That sounds dirty in my head.
It's so dumb. Like, why isn't that a... Like...
Right? I'm lost. Alright, go on. I don't know what's happening. I was trying to do a thing, and it wouldn't let me do a thing. I have to...
Phantom Knight question. I've watched Joystiq playing here on Twitch, and I can't help but see this as another Halo from the music, the weapons, and the annoying little spark character. Thoughts? It's very, very similar to Halo insofar as it does bear a lot of style from that game. That very sort of Spartan.
You're funny.
That very Spartan science fiction aesthetic style and a very archetypal story. But it does have a very, very different Halo. It doesn't just feel like, you know, we're another Master Chief running around. And more than that, the pace is very, very different than Halo. Halo tends to push you between those giant set pieces, and Destiny rarely reaches those sorts of levels that Halo did with pretty much every level.
But like the music especially, does it's very Halo. Very, very Halo. That's what really pulls me into it. The little it's almost like that.
I'm still waiting for the Paul McCartney song. It's in here, apparently.
It's at the end.
Right.
It's over there.
It's
on
on
YouTube.
the end.
It was on YouTube. It's not good. Sort of Paul McCartney who started a band called Me.
Oh no!
Very much.
And his last album is so... it's infuriating.
Not as varied.
It's not only that, but like... by comparison.
Yeah. You get maybe like 1 or 2 pieces per mission.
Here it is.
Yeah.
The
And in
darkest
Borderlands,
of
they're
all
like
lives changed.
falling off of everything.
Formula Chard, all the criticisms aside, it's really fun. I'm level 21 and can't stop playing. It is fun!
It is
It's really fun!
Yeah, I couldn't really explain why. Objectively, sort of terrible. Everything that I've said today. But
I will say I'm very grateful that I'm not...
Yes. Oh my god. That's Richard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and Rick, 83 asking, can you guys rate this game? I can't. I cannot rate this game. I have not played enough of it, and I don't feel like... I don't think that the game that we are playing this week will be the game that Destiny is even.
And I know Phaser, I do need to use it. Very correct. I'm just not doing it. So I got in here last time and I wasn't sure what happened. I thought I had a objective, but it wouldn't let me do it.
Weird.
That was weird. I don't know, I'm gonna try again, I guess. Can I switch weapons in the middle of a fight like this?
yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah, it's just if you change between main weapon and your heavy weapon, you will lose the ammo.
Oh.
Like, you'll have to reload.
I don't know if this is gonna be weird.
Oh, Yodel says Joystiq gives Destiny a full Peter Dinklage. I give Destiny at least a full.
don't know. I was thinking like a half a beer.
A half,
which is like a quarter of anybody else.
You went there.
Is he short?
Ooh,
See? I went for the low hanging fruit. Is what I did there.
The low-hanging diglett.
Yeah, the low hanging diglett. Here it all comes.
I will.
Multiplayer mode, I like it. I understand. It's very basic, but it covers all of its core bases for a multiplayer shooter. Doesn't wow me, but I'm happy.
That's the thing. I'm really glad Richard is reviewing this. He will be removing all of the hype, all the marketing, all of what we expected it to be. As if it were like, brand new eyes. Ready. That'll be really cool.
I think it'll be fascinating. At the end of December, when there are, a bunch of little PlayStations and Xboxies for the holidays, I think it'll be very interesting to play this game when it is flooded.
But the Pocket Style makes a good point and says, but what does population matter if there is no in-game way to speak? It's exactly what I've been saying the whole time.
We'll see how quickly they address it, because that's something that can be addressed with just an update.
Yeah, or if they address it at all.
Or if they address it, yeah.
They may take the part of our artistic vision and how dare you question us.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Absolutely. We got 60 seconds left on today's stream.
We're still on the moon.
Yes, did not get to Venus.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. But I will, on my own time. No one's watching me. Games while people are watching you, it's really stressful. It really is for me. I don't.
Dude, I had to play Wasteland 2 in front of its creator, Brian Parker.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Very stressful.
Terrifying.
And he made me do it at like 10 in the morning.
Oh, Anthony. You monster. 10 in the morning? No one's awake then.
Yeah.
.com right now. That's joystiq.com, and we have the full hour-long roundtable of the entire staff breaking all this stuff down. We're gonna have a review of Destiny soon. I'm not gonna put an exact time or date on it because this game takes a lot of consideration, and our own Richard is taking his time, which is a good thing.
And by the way, for people wondering why they're so late, Bungie didn't on the servers until like right before launch day, so nobody could play it prior to launch.
Yeah. But yeah.
We'll have a state of service review up though.
The state of service review, things are going very, very, very well. At this point, Destiny is very stable.
Yeah.
And we'll continue to update the state of service. There'll be another state of service update in a week, and then 2 weeks, and then in the end of the month. So when we get to October 9th, there will be a final assessment of the state of service there. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and us to search Joystiq with a Q. And if you want a free copy of Destiny, pop that little link into the chat one more time so you guys can get in on that. Very simple. Just like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Bring it. In the meantime, out of here, and Jess is going to try to get to Venus. Jess is going to beat And I'm gonna go and probably play some traders.
I like that.
Very subtle.
Very good. We'll never.
And then we'll never figure it out, and then we'll never know.
Okay, dope. Wow, yeah.
Alright, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Next time. Be here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jess and I will be back playing Hatoful Love. It's a dating
Hatoful boyfriend. Hatoful boyfriend.
Alright, everybody. Bye.
Okay.